Diddy was also working with the producer of Baddies, Lemmy Plummer, to connect him with some of the girls from the show, and Chrisean was allegedly one of the girls Diddy had his eye on. After Carlissa dropped the shocking details, the fans did not waste time doing some extra digging on what Carlissa said, and they found a few things that had them raising their eyebrows, including a video of Chrisean sounding traumatized while narrating what went down with Diddy. At the time Chrisean made that video, no one took her seriously and just assumed she was trying to use Diddy's name to chase clout. With all the information that's out now about Diddy, people are taking a second look at that video, speculating on the kind of damage he might have caused Chrisean Rock. Now most of y'all already know Diddy is in some very hot water, and he's facing the possibility of going to jail after the Fed raided his house. According to E! News, the feds revealed that the reason they decided to raid Diddy's homes was because of all of the trafficking allegations and countless lawsuits that have been filed against him by his alleged victims. But it was the last lawsuit filed against Diddy by producer Lil Rod that had fans connecting him to Chrisean. After news of Diddy's homes being raided went public, it immediately brought more attention to Lil Rod's lawsuit. The fans went back to read the transcripts, and that's when they found out just how involved Young Miami was in Diddy's shady business deals. If y'all remember, Lil Rod exposed Miami for receiving monthly payments from Diddy as a reward for allegedly servicing him girls for his parties. According to documents obtained by XXL, Lil Rod accused Young Miami and Daphne Joy of being Diddy's workers. The amended suit claimed Diddy would brag to Lil Rod about how he'd pay Daphne, Miami, and another woman named Jade Ramey a monthly stipend in exchange for services. Once all this information started rolling in, Blueface's mom, Carlissa, who is well known for commenting on trendy topics, decided to insert herself into the chat. She took to IG Live to reveal Young Miami had tried to recruit Chrisean to be one of Diddy's girls.
Remember that when they was heavily trying to get Rock to hang out with them? I think they was trying to recruit her. She got a lot going on. We're going to talk about it on this podcast. We're going to get to the nitty-gritty of all the gritty of the nitty.
According to Carlissa, there was a time when Miami started to get real close with Chrisean. Carlissa said Miami started hanging around Chrisean a lot and inviting her out all the time. At the time, no one really knew why. However, with everything that's come out about Diddy, she's now putting two and two together and concluded that Miami was working on Diddy's orders to bring Chrisean in.
Yeah, I think them was trying to recruit her. Cause remember they just had her pulling up to everything. Thought she about her. Yeah, remember? See what I'm saying?
But it didn't take long for people to dig out the receipts that somehow backed up Carlissa's claims that Miami was on the hunt for Chrisean. The fans dug out a video of Chrisean at one of Diddy's parties, where he was allegedly all over Chrisean, who looked very visibly uncomfortable and confused. In the same video, you can see her throwing it back on Young Miami as they both dance seductively together. But that wasn't all. There was more weird stuff going on behind the scenes, and the fans found it. There's also a video from a few months ago where Chrisean was narrating the time that Diddy jacked up the producer of Baddies, Lemmy Plummer, because he wasn't paying her enough. Now, if you're wondering what Chrisean's payment had to do with Diddy, we'll get into it in a little bit.
That little party I went to, Diddy party, we went to the little private area behind the, cause he had a house behind his house. Like he had a house.
According to Chrisean, it all went down when Diddy invited her and Lemmy to his private room, which was behind his actual house. It looked like this was the place where a lot of the secret things happened. So no phone was allowed in, and Lemmy wasn't allowed to bring in his security.
Me and Lemmy go upstairs. They tell him that he can't bring his security. He went in like a little without no security, so it's just me and Lemmy. We go up in there.
Chrisean went on to say that as soon as she and Lemmy got inside, Diddy went off on Lemmy. He allegedly grabbed Lemmy by his collar and jacked him up the wall before he asked him why he wasn't paying Chrisean enough for Baddies.
He grabbed Lemmy by his neck. It was like, but do you with her? Like, don't play with her. All she needs is love. Don't play with her. Don't play with her.
Now, many people were confused about why Diddy would do that for Chrisean at first. So no one took Chrisean seriously when she said it. But now that we know more about how Diddy was moving back then, many fans started speculating that it was Diddy's way of drawing Chrisean in and making her trust him.